This is Damion Lowe, Jamaica Centre Back, and you're watching Edivision TV. Like, subscribe, comment, support the page. Big up.
Greetings sports fans, welcome back to Edivision TV, the channel where we look at sports differently. I'm your host once more, Eddie Gona. Okay, for today's episode we'll be looking at Morgan Gibbs White. Couple months ago on Nana's IG Live, he was answering some questions from fans, and one particular fan asked him, who would you like to see join the Jamaican team? And he stated two players, Emile Smith-Rowe and Morgan Gibbs White. And we know the Emile situation, he's cap-tied and cannot represent Jamaica. So, a slip there from Nana, maybe he didn't realize. But he was spot on with Morgan Gibbs White, as he's still eligible to represent the Reggae boys. And that goes to show you that our players know what's lacking, know where we are missing, know where we need improvements, and they also know the players. You know what I mean? They are just as aware as us fans. They know the players that are out there that can potentially suit up for the Reggae boys. They know the talented players as well, and you see them follow them on IG as well. Damion Lowe follows Morgan Gibbs White, so does Damari Gray, so does Lati Bodier, and I know there are quite a few others that follow Morgan Gibbs White. Now, as it relates to Gibbs White's chances of representing Jamaica, I did a video some time ago, you can go and check on that, where he pretty much was stating that he's waiting on England, and a lot has changed since then. And we allegedly I heard that he said that, give me a couple more years. So that was the last convo. Now, with Nottingham Forest fighting relegation this season, if they should go down, I think that will put an end to Morgan's chances of representing England, because as we know, England does not pick players from the championship. You know what I mean? So the best thing for him, if he still has dreams of representing England, is to stay in the Premier League and excel. We've seen him having statistically one of the best seasons at Forest, still nowhere near an England call-up. So for me, I don't think he's that level of player that will get a call-up. He's a midfielder, and there are a lot of competition in that spot for England. He can't get a spot over a lot of players. So Morgan Gibbs White, come home. No place like home. And yes, we know he has a big Jamaican tattoo on his arm, but at the end of the day, we want to see him in the jersey. So players want to improve the team. I don't know if there are convos between the coach and the players, in terms of, the type of players to go for. In basketball, the coach would talk to a LeBron James and say, what do you think of this player? Do you think this player can, improve the team? When you talk to captains and head of leaders of teams, you know what I mean? For instance, Messi at Miami. they would have to consult him if they plan to bring in another player. You know, Messi, what you think about this player? Ray. I'm not saying that's the case for Jamaica, but you know, in the locker room, you know, people talk, and it can be the case. So I'm not going to rule out that. But players see the other top talents that are out there, and they want them to come. You know, after the Nations League, third place, Damari Gray did an interview, and he was saying, look, there are a lot of players out there that can come, you know, but that's more in the medium to long term. So he knows that the players are out there, but short term, you know, maybe the World Cup qualifiers or Copa will come too soon for those players. So I know as fans we're eager to get in new players, eager to bolster the team, but you know, one name is still lurking out there, in this Mason Greenwood. I think he might be the closest at this point, but still some work to do. So fans, what are your thoughts? Damion Lowe wants Morgan Gibbs White to suit up for the Reggae Boys. And you know, funny enough, Damion is that type of player. You have to big him up. He always want talent to come into the team. Any player that can improve the team is for it. Even if the player plays his position, he has no problem with it. I remember when we got Moore, you know, Lowe was very impressed with Moore, you know, saying that he was a solid player, happy to have him in the team, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, Lowe is confident in his game and his ability, you know, to hold on a spot in the team. So it all bodes well for the Reggae Boys. Players are welcoming, you know, there's no division whether the player is English born, local base. You know, players want to improve. They want more talent to come on board. They want to qualify for the World Cup, you know. At the end of the day, that's the biggest dream. We also want to do well in the Copa, but the Holy Grail is the World Cup. That's where history is made. That's where players become legends. World will be watching. So I'm Eddie Gona. Thanks for watching. Always remember to like, share and subscribe.